Hey there, beautiful people, and welcome to my channel. It's your girl, Makeuptwinn, aka Missy, and this channel is dedicated to nothing but drugstore and affordable makeup products. How many of you struggle out there wanting to look pretty, wanting to ride that sleigh train, but don't have that much money in your wallet? Cheapskate right over here. So I'm all about finding what's cheap, what's affordable, and what's doable. My slogan is, you don't need high-end makeup to ride that sleigh train, and I think that is 100% true. This year we have a lot of stuff planned. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I just spit. I don't know if you just saw that though. So every month I'll be having monthly themes, and this theme this month is Jumpstart January. So today we're gonna jumpstart in the video, and I hope you tune in because I'm literally a nervous wreck. So our theme today is beginner makeup tutorial, only Dollar Tree product. I got a full bag and I only spent $19.75. The only thing that I didn't get from Dollar Tree is an eyeshadow palette. They had a bunch of eyeshadow palettes there, but it was LA colors, and I'm not too sure if I want to use LA colors because I've had bad experiences with them before. So today I'm just going to be using the Amuse Cosmetics. Alright, so I was just scrounging through my bag and I did find the receipt from Dollar Tree, and I actually only ended up spending, yeah, it was $19.78, all with my own money. That's what it looks like, but I don't think you gotta see the details. So everything is still in its packets, well, some of the stuff. So I think going into it, I like to do my brows first. My brows are a little bit wonky though, so I'm gonna zoom you in so you can kind of see the mess we got going on here. So the first product that I have is the Eyebrow Eyebrow Sculpting Kit, and there is no shade on this. But this was the darkest shade that they have, and it looks like this. So it's all scrapped up and stuff. It wasn't in the packaging. Oh, let me zoom you out for a second. This wasn't in the packaging, which I found was half sketchy, but I was like, there. So you can see it's like nicked and it's been swatched. I'm half sketchy about it. Whatever, for badness, we're just gonna use this and see what we can do. So I'm gonna go in with this waxy color right here. And I'm just gonna dip into it. So it kind of feels like a paintbrush. It's literally, like, I don't know if you could see that, but it's literally like getting fatter. And there was no spoolie that they had there, so I'm just gonna go into it as though anyone else. I've got my mirror here, so let's just dive on in and see what we can get. If you hear noise in the background, that's my cats because they notice that I'm trying to do something. So, oh, and if you see I'm looking up, I'm actually looking at my viewfinder because I'm like, so I'm just gonna go into it. And this is, I don't even know if this did anything. Kind of. I'm gonna keep going into it. It's just, it gets fat. But like, there is pigmentation there. Alright, so as you can see, my brows are the best it's going to get. I tried, I ended up using a spoolie because I'm like, I can't not. But it was frustrating because the more I kept using it, the fatter the brush kept getting. And if you're going to have an eyebrow sculpting kit, I think it needs to have a spoolie at the end of it or something, because that brush just won't do. My thoughts on this is, it isn't bad. I think this is a good beginner eyebrow product, but I think you're better off just getting a pencil because you don't know whether you want that wax or the powder. I just used the wax and it wasn't bad. The pigmentation is definitely there, but for someone just starting out with eyebrows, I don't think this would be beneficial for you because I think it's just going to turn into a hot mess like mine because they aren't even. So it's kind of frustrating, but we're just going to go along with it. So I think what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna try to make the best of these and try to sculpt them out a little bit. So they didn't have they did have concealer there, and it was an e.l.f. concealer, but it was in shade light, and as you can tell, your girl ain't light. So I decided to get this liquid makeup, and this is in shade tan, and it's from LA Colors, so it looks like this. And I thought like it would be a good concealer color. That's what it looks like. Just like that, with a little applicator. And I picked up a couple brushes, and it's from Eyebrow again. I use them to test them out. There we go. So that's a shading brush, and then I got, I guess, another shading brush. This is them. That's what they look like. Not the worst. I feel like it could definitely do a blendable job. So I think right now I'm going to use this. And all it says right here is like Aeroposa, the actual brand. So I'm just going to use this. And I'm going to take a little bit of this and probably put it on the brush. Okay. So that's what the color looks like. So it doesn't look, I don't know, half bad, but let's try to give this a go and see if we can sculpt out our brows a little bit. Okay, so this is very sheer kind of thing. I guess just to be even, we're gonna go on the exact same, but that literally didn't, like, I can still see the hairs underneath. So I don't know if you can too, but it's literally hairs right there, and it like just wiped away. Like there's, you can see like on the brush, you can see on the brush that it's there, but then it's like, well, where's it going to? I think I put way too much now. Either too much or too little. Let's see. So yeah, it's the same thing on this side. It's a lot darker than I thought it was for this to be a tan, but it's literally, it literally like just wipes, so I don't really know. So I find that with any product, there's going to be hit or misses. That's just kind of what happens. Like there's gonna be products that work, there's gonna be products that don't, but that's where the gamble comes along, because you don't really know until you try it. So hopefully I save you that trip to the dollar store, that gamble. So this is the brows that we got going on. Didn't really do anything, but whatever. It's not the end of the world. We'll keep going. So I'm gonna now just put this on my eyelid, and we're gonna use this as an eyelid primer. So what an eyelid primer does is it pretty much helps you get that pigment to stay on the eyelid. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set the powder, we're gonna set the concealer to help make that pigment stay. So this isn't bad. It's, I don't know, it's just, this definitely isn't gonna be full coverage. They didn't have any setting powder, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. So I'm going to be using the Milani Prep Set and Go. There we go. This was not found at a dollar store. This is at a drugstore. So I'm just gonna be taking like a brush like this. So I'm just mixing it in and just all over where we just put that concealer. And yeah, what I said before is it's just gonna help you, make that pigment stay and make it last longer than it would if it was just on its own. So now that we got that going, I think we're gonna go right into the eyes, and again we're gonna be using the Amuse. And this is in mixed 3, and these are what the colors look like. It's very it's a very fall kind of color. I've used this before and I thought it looked great, so why not give it another go? Again, this was on Shop Miss A for only $1. You can't really go wrong for only $1, I think. I mean, of course you have to pay for shipping, but you pretty much pay for shipping anywhere you go. So I'm gonna zoom you in. Oh, just kidding, you're already zoomed in. And I think right now I'll be going in. I'm going in. I don't really know what look I'm going for today. So I'm going to be taking this shade right here, which is right here. And I'm just going to be taking that along the crease. So there is pigment. Well, it looks like there is. Dab it off. And then I'm just going to be going right into the crease in a windshield motion. And that doesn't look half bad. Like, there is pigment showing up. I'm not too sure if you could see that. Oh, so you see that there is some pigment, but this is definitely, it looks like it's definitely buildable. So we're definitely gonna try to make, actually I don't even know what look we're going for today. So I'm going back in windshield motion, just like that on my crease. You can have your eye open or closed, depending on what you prefer. So I don't think we're gonna go for anything too complicated today, because this is just, again, for beginners. So it's always best to clean up your edges, and by edges I mean like this right here, right there. It's kind of looking harsh. So we're just gonna go in again with the same, just add some color. And it's pretty sloppy right now. As you can see, it's pretty sloppy, but don't worry. It doesn't have to be perfect at the very beginning, just as long as you're happy with it. You can leave it like this if you want. It's totally up to you, whatever you want to do. But what I mean by that is I'm taking it, I got the exact same brush, but it's clean. And I'm just gonna be blending in those lines so there's no harsh lines. So it looks pretty clean, I guess you could say. And I'm just going in the exact same motion of a windshield motion. And the thing is though, you can bring it up however low or however high you want depending on the look you're going for. Again, I have no idea what look I'm going for, so I'm just kind of taking it at a higher one just in case. But because again, this is for beginners, we're going to bring it high, but you can see where we can go with it. I think right now I'm going to put this as the lid color. This orangey color here. I'm going to put that as the lid color. And we're going to use the same brush that we used for concealer. I just wiped it off. So hopefully. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put this more intense brown back on over the crease. So we'll see. It's showing up on the brush. Let's see. So I'm literally just packing it on because I'm not too sure how it's gonna look. Okay, and I'm literally just putting this all over the lid. This is kind of like a fall look, but you do see that it's there, which, I mean, you can't really complain for $1. So I'm just taking more on and packing that on the brush. And I'm really trying to build it up. And you can bring it over here if you'd like, because again, we're going to be covering that up anyways. So totally up to you. But this is the look that we have right now. But I'm just gonna be building some more to see if we could maybe make that color pop a little bit more. That doesn't look half bad, I don't think. But we're gonna go in and with that brush, sorry, I just burped. We're gonna go in with, again, that fluffy brush and just go over where we just worked so there's no harsh lines. All right, and now I'm gonna be taking the brush that we used the first time where there's brown on it, and now I'm gonna be going in with this deeper shade of brown because we started with this one, now we're going there. So now the same, and I'm doing the exact same motions as I did before over the like in the crease color and then in a windshield motion to really add some depth. And then I'm going to be taking it here, right here, and then pushing it in so it's kind of like a V. So V here and then a V there. So the V would be up there and then right there. Just intensifying that crease. And as you can see, there's a harsh line there, but again, don't worry, we are going to be smoothing it out as we go along. All right, that's what it looks like, but again, we're gonna be blending it out right now. And there is some fallout here, but that's not the end of the world. We can literally just wipe that off with a makeup brush. You could wipe it off with baby wipe, makeup wipe, whatever. So that's what it's looking like, which isn't bad at all. All right, so now that the eyes are done, I would say that this eyeshadow palette definitely isn't bad. I think it's a great eyeshadow palette for beginners. They had a whole bunch of Shop Miss A has a huge variety of eyeshadows. You should definitely check them out. So moving on, I think right now I'm going to get into mascara. And they did have mascara at Dollar Tree. They had a variety of it, but I don't know why I didn't pick up the mascara. So that is my apologies. The mascara I'm using today are my favorite mascara in the entire world. They're definitely like my go-to holy grail, and it is the Essence Get Big Lashes Volume Boost Mascara. And again, Essence product I Love Extreme, and that's what this one looks like. So I like to use two mascaras because I think my eyelashes, I'm going to zoom you in again, my eyelashes are long and big enough. So I just find that these two really makes my eyelashes look the way I want them, which is dramatic anyways. I do have long eyelashes, so I like how it looks. Ow, I just hurt myself. I do like how it looks. So to get started though, I bought this eyelash curler from Dollar Tree, and this is Sassy Chick eyelash curler, and they had different colors, but one of my favorite colors is green, so I figured I might as well try it out, see how it goes. I don't really curl my lashes very often, so I'm not very good at it, but I figured it'd be nice for beginners to kind of see that you could. I don't know. I'm just trying to help you out. I don't really know. So I just take it in like that, and I look down and hold it for maybe 10-15 seconds. I'm not too sure on the time limit at all or anything like that. The only thing I do know 100% is you don't want to be using this when you already have eyelash. When you already have mascara on, this is definitely a before mascara tool to use, not after or not during. I guess you could do it during. I don't know. I would just recommend you doing this before you put any mascara on, just to be safe, because you don't want to be ripping out your eyelash hairs. So getting into it, I like to go with the Get Big Lashes, and I just like to look down and go along with it. The eyelash curler definitely did work though. Like right off the bat, I can already tell. So I'm just gonna be going like this, kind of like in a blinking motion, but I do it slowly. So I'm getting every lash, and then inner, I'm just doing the exact same thing, kind of guiding them in the direction I want my eyelashes to go, if you can see. And literally just doing the exact same thing over and over again. And then towards the end of the lash right here, I like to just keep them open and take the head of the wand and just coat them on like that. Now I'm going to be using the I Love Extreme. So I'm doing literally the exact same thing. And I find using two mascaras, it just creates more volume. There is certain brands that make that in just one, but I don't know, I just like using two. And these products here each of them are under $5. So one I think is for $3.99 and the other is for $2.99. I can't be certain, but Essence has really good mascara. This is what it looks like with both mascaras, so I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other eye. Alright, so my eyes are done, and I'm just going to zoom you in to quickly show you what they look like. I haven't done anything with the bottom lashes because I like to kind of do that after I do my complete look, if that makes sense. So now what we're going to get into is foundation, and they did have a bit of a variety, but not much. The only thing that I really found was this Benefit Beauty Cream, and this is Sassy Chick again, and this is in shade Dark 1. They only had like light, fair, and then dark. So I have no idea how this looks or anything like that. I couldn't swatch it because it was in its container, but this is what it looks like. And it says BB Beauty Benefit Cream, Multi-Action Skincare and Makeup. And all it says is apply and blend with fingertips. So opening it up, that's what it looks like. Which doesn't look half bad. I'm actually really surprised right now. So I literally just put it on my hand, and that's what it looks like. So I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna zoom you in actually. And that's what it looks like. And I'm like, what the heck? The only beauty blender that they had was this. And it came in a package too that I opened because I'm impatient as anything. So this is what it looks like. I've already dampened it, and I've already gotten makeup on it from my fingertips. So smooth move, and let's get right on into it. I'm probably gonna take the butt and kind of go over my face. And let's see how this goes. Right off the bat, if this is dark, this is dark 1. So I'm like wondering to myself, what does that mean? Is there other colors for dark? Dark 3, dark 2, what? This is definitely light coverage because I can still see everything, but I'm just thinking this isn't working that bad, but I feel like it took majority of the product, and this is definitely light coverage. I can still see my freckles, and that's kind of like the big, and I'm super shiny. That's kind of like the number one oh, I have something black right there too, don't mind that. That's kind of like the biggest test for me, if I can still see my freckles, which I can. I'm not hot, by the way, like I'm not sweating. So, I'm just gonna bring this over here now. Okay, so it is drying down. This is what it looks like, which isn't bad at all. But I mean, like, their shade variety isn't good. So if like darker women or fairer women want to try this, then your options are very limited, which is unfortunate, and it shouldn't be. Okay, so on this side, actually, I don't really want to dirty my fingertips, so I'm just going to continue to use that beauty blender and seeing if we can get the same shade. But this isn't bad. I think it's good for beginners. It's definitely affordable. It's $125. But again, my only problem with this is their shade range. This is dark 1, which I don't see this being dark, but everyone's idea, I guess, is different of different shades. So I'm just gonna go in and beat my face. This is definitely like, yeah, like light coverage. But it definitely seems buildable. But it kind of just feels like it's just a layer on my skin. Like, I can still see my freckles, so I don't know. So yeah, all it says is apply and blend with fingertips. I'm about to do that. So skincare and makeup. So that's with one coat. Oh my god, I forgot my forehead. How could I do that? Yeah, it literally just feels like I'm like, well, I mean, you can see it. It just literally looks like it's just sitting on my face. So I don't really like that. And it's a bunch of it is on the sponge itself. Like, you can see that. I don't think I put that much on. You can literally see my forehead is looking like a hot bag of shit right now. Like, I'm shining and there's no highlight on me. I'm not sweating. I'm not hot. So, and this side I did first, so I'm hoping, it doesn't say dewy foundation or anything. I'm hoping it will matte down or something. So now for concealer, we're going to go back in with that LA Colors Liquid Makeup in shade Tan. Now I'm going to be using a NYX, just a NYX, I don't know, concealer, whatever have you. Whatever your heart desires of what this is called. And I'm literally just going over and going under the eyes. Alright, so you can see, if it wants to focus, that's like streaky. There you go, that's like streaky. So, I don't really know. I'm gonna try to use this beauty blender because I'm not trying to waste my money. I can't really see a difference, can you? Help me. Yeah, I don't recommend it. That's what it looks like. They didn't have any setting powder, so we're not gonna be setting our face today, which you would usually do. You would usually set wherever you just put concealer. Some people put concealer here and on their chin, but again, it's totally up to you, whatever your heart desires, wherever you want to highlight your face. Okay, so for setting powder, you would usually put it wherever you just put concealer, so it helps set, so it doesn't, it helps preventing it from creasing. So as you can see here, under my eyes, right there, those lines, that's usually where I would crease the most. And if I put concealer here, I'd crease around my face because I smile a lot when I'm not a sassy bitch. So, and that would kind of just help it prevent it so you can stay flawless all day. So I think for right now, we're gonna get into contour because I usually do that after highlight. And the only contour that they had was this. And first off, let me just say, it says powder blush and blush applicator. That's what it says right here. And then right here, it says bronzer. So I'm kind of like, well, what the hell? I like colors. I'm gonna be just taking this bronzer, shading it like this. Doesn't really matter how. And you're gonna be putting it, so some people do like this, like, and it helps you, wow, I can't do that and talk, but it helps you find the line, helps you find the line that you want chiseled. So for this side, we'll suck in your cheeks, and then for this side, we're kind of just gonna wing it, see how it goes. Do you see anything? Was that the bronzer, or is this my earring shadow? No, it's there, I think. Okay. If this side looks like a hot mess, it's because I literally can't see if that looks good or not. Like, I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure you see a line of a chiseled line, and that's kind of the look you want going on, because then, I don't know if you can see, this side looks a little bit more cut and defined than this side. I'm pretty sure, because that's like the story of my life. I make sure I look thinner than what I am. So this is what it looks like, so we'll do the exact same thing on the other side. Okay, so that was showing up on this side. Oh, wow. I'm not mad at that. I think that's pretty good. That's not bad at all. It's shimmery. So if you don't like shimmer, don't get this. But for darker skin tones, this definitely, I don't think this would even show up on you. I'm not even trying to be bashful or rude, but I'm just trying to be like, that this is showing up on me, and I thought that this, the pigment's good. It's not great. Lighter skin tones, this would work. Medium skin tones, yes. Darker skin tones, I'm not too sure if this would show up on you. I would say save your buck and 25 cents and just avoid this altogether, because this, I don't know if that would show up on you, which there should be more of a shade range for bronzers if you're gonna provide it. So then with the exact same brush that came with it, some people like to chisel out their forehead, make it look smaller. And some people like to chisel out their jawline and make their double chin go away, which, can you tell I have one? But so far I'm just gonna be going over with my forehead. And this is like a very, kind of a subtle, for me, I liked my contour to be more dramatic and more cut and sharp. And you'll see that in later videos. This applicator is complete shit and garbage, so I'm sorry, I really tried, but I'm gonna be using my Pro Angled contour brush and just going over that. I really don't like that it's shimmery though, because I'm not trying to sparkle. And it still looks like I'm sweating, and I'm not. Frustrating, I'm not sweating. I'm looking like a greasy sweat ball. I'm not. So now I'm just gonna be going over. Some people like to take out their double chin just like that, but I can't really talk and do that at the same time. So it's like you just outline. Just outlining the look, like the shape that you want. And all this does, it doesn't take your double chin away, but it just deceives the eye. So you're causing it to look darker, which is, I don't know. I'm still just trying to figure out contour as I go along too. I'm just having fun with it. So my thoughts on this, definitely not bad. It's definitely a subtle bronzer. If you can tell, I chiseled out my jawline and my cheekbones, so definitely not bad. This is in shade Big. This is the only bronzer that they had, so for people with darker skin tones, I'm not too sure you want to waste your money on that. So now I'm going into a blush. This is the LA Colors, and this is a powder brush, and this is in shade Berry Plum. And that's what it looks like. Pretty much the exact same thing as that bronzer. And they have the exact same applicator, but I bought a Kabuki cosmetic brush from the Dollar Tree, so I figured I'd try that with the blush and see how it goes. So it just looks like that. So I'm literally just going in like that. See, it's there. Oh, okay. I don't really know how this is going to look, so you can either like keep your face straight or you can smile a bit. I'm probably gonna smile and make sure like to get the cheeks. This is definitely like a subtle, I think. Oh, you can kind of see it's pretty faint, which isn't bad. I'm not mad. I'm more about the subtle blushes as opposed to like the boom in your face kind of blushes. So, Berry Plum, I'm not mad at you. Oh my god, I just had one of the hairs in my mouth. Ew. So now going on to lips is the matte lip stain, and this is in shade Red Wing. And this says it's 24-hour lasting with all-day comfort, high impact with moisturizing feel. I've never used this before. All it says is matte lip stain. Gonna focus. There we go. So let's see how this looks. Okay, I don't think I picked the right lip color for this look today. So, my bad on that one, guys. Right, so this is the final look that we have going on. I'll zoom you in so you can see the eyes, if it's gonna focus. The eyes, the contour, the blush, and then these are the lips. Very matte. There's kind of a bit on my fingers, but I don't think that's the great kissing product for you. But all in all, I think the products that we picked today were great for beginners. I think they're very fun. It's definitely helping you like learn as you go along. There's some yeses and nos in this video. Hopefully you're able to pick them up and test it out on yourself. And I hope you guys had a lot of fun watching this video today. There'll be a lot more. Every month I'll be doing monthly themed videos. So this month is Jumpstart January. So today we're jumping on in with makeup for beginners. So I hope you guys had a lot of fun today. Thanks a lot for taking the time to watch. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys join the train and come along with me on my journey. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys, take care.